Hi guys. Hello. Thank you, Miriam, for coming in and saying hello like you always do. You're so sweet. God bless you. And Charity, I'm so glad you're here. And Kim, that's totally fine. I do the same thing. You do what you have to do and visit with that granddaughter. Yes, indeed. Awesome. So, yay, it's that time again. I've been looking forward to today well, ever since I came up with this awesome idea. Okay, I can't say that I totally came up with it on my own. Hello, Juanita. How are you? I just dyed your yarn yesterday and I'm getting ready to rinse it out after this live. So, actually, while I was I'm getting ready to put up a video. I'm hoping that I can get it done. It's just a little bit more to do on it, like the end result kind of thing. But I got this really awesome idea from doing this video. And I'm not going to do the exact idea that I have until after this video is up. But as far as what I'm doing today, I kind of got this idea also from that. But of course, I also got the idea from Rebecca at Chemnitz, how she has taken hanks. I think she may have done cakes as well, and just dye the hank. And then I've seen other indie dyers take a hank of yarn, twist it up, and just dip it in, like dip dye it. I'm going to do something very similar today, and I think it's going to turn out really cool. But like I said, one of the videos that I'm getting ready to upload, I did something very similar, and I'll explain more later when after I upload that video. But I've got this really neat idea. I have, I may wind up caking up some more. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Totally fine. Yep. Hi, Mary. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to show you guys what I have here. So far, I have 10 cakes, but these are all acrylic worsted 100-gram cakes of yarn. All of these have done soaked up most of the water that's in here. This one's kind of just sitting on top for now. I've got 10 of them so far. I may do more because I do actually plan on putting these in my shop. Look at me, I'm just like picking and picking. These will go in my shop, and I plan on having a reveal. Hi, Bakura. How are you doing? I plan on having a reveal this Saturday. I will be on Just Another Stitch with Connie and Hi Tank. Llama Raid. Would it be Kayla? Does she have a live or something? When I get ready for my lives, I don't know what's going on. But thank you so much. And Dreeni's over for the Llama Raid. Thank you so much. And this fruit fly just loves this vinegar. But I'll be on Just Another Stitch with Connie. I have the link down below. Veronica. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I got the notification that she was going live in 30 minutes, and then by the time the 30 minutes came, what was I doing? I was probably taking scissors out of my granddaughter's hands because she was she didn't cut that much. She just got a little bit on the sides. I've never cut the back of her hair, only her bangs. So yeah, I was quite upset over that. And there's my buddy Ray. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? You and your mom's is up next after I got some to rinse. And you guys are up next. And there's Jaxie. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome in. So this is what we're doing. I'm going to dye these today, and this technique that I thought of based off of a video that's coming up. I just got to do the final product editing yet, and then I'll be done. I'll be ready to upload it. Kirsta is actually up at her great grandma's. My cousin, two of my cousins, my older cousin and her nephew, his second cousin, went to Hawaii. So Kirsta's staying up there with my grandma to help with the dogs and help around the house, that kind of stuff. But she'll be coming home tomorrow. Am I going? Are you going? Yeah, she did a trim job. I'm going to actually just kind of, yeah, the injection would be a really neat idea. I hadn't thought about that. Acrylic is not as absorbent as cotton, which would actually give it more reason to do that. But, okay, it's hard to explain. Cotton and wool will kind of soak up the colors, but this spreads, it doesn't soak in quite as quickly, so it gives it a chance to spread before it soaks in. So my plan for today is I'm just going to literally squirt the dye. I mean, I sort of have little tips on them, so I could do a little bit of the injection dyeing. Yes, I did get your email, and then she told me to give her email to you and have you email her, and I'm like, well, why didn't we just do that in the first place? Sorry, Bakura. I do have your email, and I think I'm going to forward that to Kirsta. That way y'all can communicate. But I'm basically going to let the dye soak down through these. I have a ton of colors here. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. I'm just going to kind of go with it, see how it goes. But the final reveal will be on Saturday. I don't know if I said Friday. I meant to say Saturday at 2:30, 1:30. Oh my goodness. I put it in the description box, but it'll be at Connie's Just Another Stitch. The link for her channel is down below. And that's where I will be showing what these look like and hopefully have it available in the shop at the same time as well. But these have been in here for probably a half an hour. I wanted to give them plenty of time to soak up, and it's soaked up pretty quickly. So let me take one of these and kind of, I don't want to squeeze it all out because I want the moisture to be pulled down through there. But this is what I plan on doing, and I think it's going to be interesting because, well, I've done a video similar to this, and I can't wait until you guys see what I did because it was so cool. Anytime I can come up with a new dyeing technique, it's going to be fun. Because it's always, okay, you know, I was watching Bailey. Was it Bailey? Yeah, I think it was Bailey. Bailey Nuchter Kaldenbrow. And she was showing how Nordica knits up on the Addy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to dye something that does something similar to that. Hello, Maribel. How are you? So glad you could come in. So it's like, oh, new technique. I want to learn it, or at least learn something similar. So I just have some dark red right here. And I'm not sure what it's going to do when I squeeze it on here. But I'm going to grab a couple of these colors here. I'm just going to see what they do. Once I feel happy with it, if I have to flip it over, I will. But once I'm happy with it, we'll nuke it and go on to the next one. And there is Seta. Hi, sweetheart. So good to see you. So happy you could pop in today. Thank you so much. And Denny. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, let's see what this does when we squirt this on here. Let's see. We'll start right here at the top. I think I might just take it down the side a little bit here too. That's what experimentation is for. A little bit on the bottom too. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of injection like this. See what this thing can do here. Okay, of course I'm spreading it a little bit, but that's okay. Thank you, Tank. Yes, please, if y'all could just hit that thumbs up real quick. I would appreciate that. Okay, so I'm grabbing purple now. Purple and red looks really good together. I'm going to go on the other side with this one. Oh, this is really soaking through good. It's funny because it's actually pushing out some of the water at the bottom. That's neat. Oh, that is so cool. I wish you guys could see that. It's pushing out some of the water down here. Let me grab that and suck that up. Because it actually, the dye went into that puddle. That's interesting. That is so cool. So yeah, you guys are learning right along with me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm doing, but we'll all just figure it out as we go along, right? Okay, let's go with some teal. Like I said, I have no idea what colors I'm going to use. I see some red pooling at the bottom, but that's fine. I won't turn them anymore. I'll just kind of do this. That is so cool how the water is, but the water that's in the cake is pooling at the bottom. That's very interesting. And I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to lift it up. I'm not going to soak it up. I'm just going to leave it there. Because I'm very curious. In fact, let me throw in a little bit more of this injector style, kind of like Juanita was saying. Just inject it in there. Should have brought the camera around and just kind of poking it in there and squeezing a little bit. So this will be interesting at the bottom, what it decides to do down here. Okay, now I think I'm going to grab some blue. Let's keep it bold. What do y'all think? Let's keep it bold. Jewel tone. This is actually making blue right there. The red. How is the red making blue? I don't know. I guess the purple is probably the blue is bleeding out of the purple, probably. Here's some blue. See if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this works. How this works up, how this works out. And of course, I don't know if anybody's... Alyssa! Hi, sweetheart! Thank you for coming in. I don't know if you read the description box, I plan on hanging this after it's set as well. I'm going to throw some yellow right down the center. Try to get it just in the center. We're almost doing a rainbow here. Now that'll be very interesting to see if it stays. Yeah, it wouldn't really be like that. Once it comes out into a hank form, it would be something totally different. All right, what else do I have here? Orange. I don't think Madonna's here, so don't tell Madonna. Seta likes orange. Let me turn this around so you guys can watch. Sort of. I'll go around here and throw some more orange over here. Why not? Kind of even it out a little bit. I almost feel like I should have put this on, and I think I might do the next one on a rack so that the liquid kind of goes through and it doesn't sit in it. In fact, I'm going to lift this out and put it, after I finish this last little section, I'm going to throw in the same color. We need some green. Then I'll put it over on this plate. My next one. Hi, Madonna. Sorry. You caught me. But I'm putting green on now, so all's forgiven, hopefully. Yeah, it's not much green, but it's on both sides at least. Of course, so is the orange, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna lift this out, put it on this plate so it doesn't drown. Perfect. And I lost my apron. I didn't lose my apron. We did a bunch of cleaning over the weekend, not the last 2 weeks actually. And I don't know what my husband did with my apron. But I'm being super careful. I don't want to do anything to my Seta shirt. Wearing my Seta shirt today. That's cool. My lurk button works. That's cool. Alrighty, let's put this in the microwave, and I'll use the same colors because as long as it's the same colors, that they will still match and go together well. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. Yeah, this is going to be cool. I know it. Awesome. Let me just dump this out. I could reuse this plate. Okay. This time I'm going to use my trusty little rack that I use for speckled acrylic. And let me go back here and get my cookie sheet to put under it. I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but I don't use these pans for cooking. These are for yarn dyeing only. The cookie sheet, the cookie rack, these tubs. Yeah, just for yarn dyeing. All right, Nightbot's behaving. Good for you, Nightbot. Well, that's not saying that I've never done that. I just happen to make it to the sink with that one. All right, let me squeeze a little bit of this out. Yeah, it's amazing. I had this thing halfway full with water. It's down to here. I put these in here, they just soaked it right up. Okay. My center pull, both of my outer pull and center pulls. Trying to break free here. Which is understandable. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to go for some randomness. I'll be sure to put more green in this one. Sweet. Everything worked right, okay? All right? I mean, looks like it worked. If anybody here is not subscribed to Mary, you need to be. She's amazing. Let's do some randomness. We'll do some green first, Madonna. I should have got out, but this is my, yeah, well, this is my dark green. Should have got out my light green too, but it might actually fade into lighter greens along the edge, maybe even a little bit of yellow. And we'll add some yellow too. Now I'm just going to do randomness this time. Like I said, I'm going to keep the same colors so that all of the hanks will go together. That's funny. It's like clear water so far going down in the pan. I'm sure as it fills up more with the color dyes, it will, become, actual dye in the water. All right, let's put the red right in the center here. This is just an experiment tank. I actually did a video that I'm getting ready to upload. This isn't a spoiler, but I'm crocheting up a little swatch right now. And once I finish that swatch, I'll be ready to upload the video. But it's an experiment video. And while doing the experiment, I came up with another idea for an experiment. So I thought, well, I'll do that experiment on my live. Because actually, if this turns out okay, I'm planning on putting it in my shop. Connie at Just Another Stitch wanted to have me on Saturday. I got the time and the link down below. And she was like, have some yarn ready to show, show your dyes that you use, whatever you want to do. And so that's basically what I'm doing now, trying to get something to show. I have a couple others that have actually been waiting to go in my shop. I just kind of actually forgot about them. They've been sitting in bags in a tub, but I'll be ready to put those in the shop and to show them. I did that color already, but that's fine because this is a gorgeous color. Teal is my favorite, Madonna. I mean, I love mint green too. I'm not too big on the medium or the neon, but I love the bolds and the lights anywhere in that neighborhood. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you so much. Randomness, yes. You never know what you're going to get, but it's always awesome. I'm going to go over here on the side and throw in some purple. But I like your idea, Juanita. You guys are brilliant. This is where I get a lot of my ideas from, too. The injection idea, because I have syringes that would do a perfect job at that. If this doesn't absorb very well and the center of these ends up being white, which is actually hard to get white with acrylic because it bleeds really easily into other areas that are intended to be white. It's a special way. You have to kind of rinse it out in order to not have it white. I mean, you have to rinse it as soon as it comes out of the oven or microwave, and don't let it sit in hot water too long when you're washing out, when you're using the soap and hot water, because it will bleed together. And I'm very curious too, now that this one is not sitting in dye, the bottom, I don't know if y'all can see this, the bottom is white. So I'm very curious if this is going to bleed down through it while it's being heat set, or will it just be white? Who knows? Who knows? This may end up. There's Lala. Hi, sweetheart. And Cynthia King. Hello. Cynthia wants some hand-dyed yarn from Crystal. Crazy Yarny. I'm sorry. Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. There we go. She wants some of my yarn on her Halloween party. Freaky Geek. Be right back. I've been asked to do something. Well, I'm glad you're here, Freaky Geek. I'll see you when you get back. All right, so I'm going to see what this does. I'm going to put this on the plate I just had. And we got to wait for the microwave to be available. But meanwhile, we'll start another one. All right. Now, how am I going to do this one? If these turn out to be a flop and look like junk, then there'll be a giveaway. Let me rinse my hands because I'm getting teal on it. So either way, they won't go to waste. I've been threatened enough by, not really threatened, I just like to use that word. There's Sam. I was going to say threatened by Trisha. Never throw away yarn. But hi, Sam. I'm glad you could come in. We're doing experiments today. We're dyeing cakes of yarn. And we're going to see what happens. Let me put these did not use that one or that one. So I'm going to put these aside so I don't accidentally. I want to keep the colors the same so that if it does work, well, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't work, it'll still all go together, even if it looks terrible. Okay, let's go for something a little planned this time. I'm gonna, since Sam is here, let's just go ahead and do a rainbow style. How about that? I have most of the rainbow colors here, or do I have all of them? I'm not going to go across the top with the, or any other color, just the red. Just being spontaneous again. All right, I'm going to put the orange down beside the red on this side. And beside the red. I feel like I'm decorating a cake. Ha ha. Yeah, I used to, that was a hobby of mine when I was younger. And actually, I can go a little bit on top of some of these. But I started decorating cakes when I was 10 with my Easy Bake Oven. That's how I made them. And I had just little plastic toy decorator, like one of those little plastic syringe type things. You put the icing in it and squeeze. It's kind of like a syringe. And then when I was 12, I started using regular pans, regular oven, and that was when I'd done my very first basket weave pattern with icing. I was so proud of myself. I made my dad a birthday cake. And I made like a basket, a round cake, and made it look like a basket. And then I had like a landscape with grass and a couple of flowers and trees decorated on there. It was just something for me basically to practice basket weave, but it looked really good. I was so proud of that. Basket weave is not easy to do, but so fun. You got to have certain tips for it to make it look like a basket. I might go through and inject those colors down inside of there too. The blue and the purple is kind of hard to tell the difference. Okay. And it probably will not stay in this order, so that's fine. There's been a lot of people accidentally buying yarn, I've noticed lately. And with Premier's sale on those bobbins, I might have to make that accident too. Okay, looks like tie-dyed. All right, I'm going to go through here and just kind of inject a little bit of the purple in here to try to get it penetrate through a little better. Yeah, that definitely says psychedelic tie-dye to me. Okay, I'm gonna Sam, are you listening for a second? Yeah, this is just for you. Since you popped in, I'm using these colors anyways, and the second one was random, and the first one was kind of not really random. I thought, okay, Sam's here. Let me just do a rainbow for her. But listen, when you open up your package tomorrow, just something to put you under suspense. There's a little something extra in there. I don't know if you noticed, but it's a little bit too heavy for 3 hanks of yarn. Yeah. Just remember that. You let it bother you until it's time to open it, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. I don't remember if I did the blue on this side, but no, I don't think I did. And I need one of those cake turntables. Yeah, there at one time I was very much into cake decorating and just baking in general, cooking actually in general. I did a wedding cake. I did 2 wedding cakes. One was just kind of small, but then there was another one that was 2 layers, 3 tiers. Well, the topper was actually 3 small layers, but the middle and the bottom tier were both 2, and they were big hearts. I mean, like the bottom one was like this tall, that wide was a big heart. And then I did anniversary cake one time. That was just there was no columns on that one. They were all I had to put the dowels in there. Well, I had to do it on the wedding cake too, but um, yeah, that was my thing at one time. Of course, I've been doing the crochet, you know, the same time as well. I learned how to do that at 10, which is weird because I think a lot of people, I've heard that age in lots of other people's videos that they learned when they were 10. I find that really interesting. And it wasn't anybody in the family either. It was just my neighbor. Um, Sometimes my neighbor's dad would take, yeah, my neighbor was a childhood friend, and sometimes his dad would take us over to his grandma's, and she had stuff over there for us to get into, a big yard and all that stuff. And she was the one that taught me how to crochet. It wasn't anybody in the family. My great grandma used to sew quilts, but I didn't learn anything, you know, quilt sewing wise from her. Oops, that's okay. Happy little accidents. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how this works out. There's Linda. Hello, Linda. And Marsha Lee. Hi, sweetheart. And Cindy. Thank you guys so much for coming in. You learned when you were 30, Alyssa? I've noticed too, a lot of you content creators are picking up knitting, which I think I've been like 3 years now, but the first 2 years was I actually have a project. I might have to show it in a video sometime of one of my first. Well, it was going to be a knit blanket. Oh my gosh, it looks terrible. Today, Cindy, I am seeing what happens if I dye 100-gram acrylic worsted hanks of yarn. Like, just put the dye on it, nuke it, and what I will actually end up doing is when I'm ready to rinse them out, I'll rinse them out, and then I'll put them in the spin dryer. Hopefully that thing's going to bang all around probably with one of these. I'll figure out a way to dry it. If I have to put it in hank form before I dry it, I'll do that. We'll see. But once it's mostly dry, I will put it in a hank form. Get it the rest of the way dry, and I want to see what it looks like in a hank. And I might even work up some of it just to see what it looks like worked up. But if it turns out pretty good, I'll put it in my shop for sale. I'm going to be on Connie's Saturday. And it's not coming to me. I can't remember if it's 1:30 or 2:30 because she's Central and I'm Eastern. But it's in the description box. I love how my alert thing works. I learned that from, oh, that one is actually saturated. Just thought I'd say that. The bottom of it is not white like the other one was. Oh, look at this. Can you guys see this little strand right here? Red, orange, yellow, green, and then what looks like purple. It's probably blue in there too. Yeah, that's so pretty. Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out. But the reveal will be Saturday on Connie's Live. I will make sure that I have at least one of them. I mean, I should have all. I will shoot for all, or most at least. Thank you, Madonna. It's crazy how I forget about stuff so quickly. Thank you so much. 1:30, so that would be 12:30 her time. Y'all want to see what? Okay. I'm going to take this out because it wants to. It wasn't doing it when I first opened it, but the bottom color was kind of seeping onto the plate. I'm sorry. There. Now you can see it. This is what this thing. Do I see white? Oh no, that's the plate. Sorry. But that's how that one turned out. So we're going to let that cool. And I'm actually going to let it cool in a different tub because I don't want that dye to seep back into it. Dump this one out. Okay. Oh, I got to push all these buttons over here real quick. All right. Y'all ready to do another one? Oh, thank you for the link to Madonna. Thank you so much. Is there yarn in the bottles of ink? In the tub of ink? Yeah, it's a little bit in there. I wonder if I does a search for foot dyed yarn. Will I find anything? Well, you know, with today's internet and the things that people do, you probably will. It would not surprise me at all. Some people will do anything to be different. Yeah, Madonna never says a word. Yeah, if Madonna didn't speak, then we would have no more laughter in this world. Everybody would just be sad. We love you, Madonna. Okay, I think we're going to go with, I got an idea. Let's see what this does. I'm going to start in the center here. I'm not going to do rainbow style. I'll do something a little different. See what I'm doing? Start in the middle with some red, go around it with some teal. Injector style. Oh, Let's keep the green going with some more green. And you know what? I just thought of a good idea too. I will get pictures of these before I rinse them out so that I know what they look like in cake form. In the same family as the green, we'll go with the yellow. So actually, we're kind of looking at a cake colorway kind of thing. Well, of course, it's not going to go all the way through. I might even flip it over and do something different. So don't think it's going to go all the way. Let me add a little bit more red here in the center. Cupcakes. That would be 50 grams. Good idea. Let's see. Let's go with purple. Just purple. Yeah. I'm going to take this. Oh, yep. I need that turntable. I actually did have one. I had a ton. I don't know whatever happened to all of my Wilton stuff. My husband likes to throw stuff away. It's probably in a dump in the landfill somewhere or recycle it into something else by now. I had, up until my kids were probably preteen, I did all of their birthday cakes. Rugrats, SpongeBob, Harry Potter. I even did a Nanny McPhee one year, and I just had to do her silhouette at the door. There was no paying for that. But I did a TARDIS one year, and that was just, square cake, stood up like a TARDIS, like a police call box. I loved it. Now it's just kind of like, I don't know. Just not really. Yes, I'm going with orange. Let's see what the bottom looks like. See if there's any color. No, it's not. So let me flip this over. Get some color down here. Kind of similar. It would be cool if that red went all the way through. Now it's blending on the other side. So yeah, I'm just gonna flip this back over. See what it's doing there. It's kind of mixing together now. So I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Be like the rest and keep messing with it. Keep messing with it. So I'm gonna leave it alone. We'll put it on here, and it's gonna wait its turn for the microwave. Well, no, I will do that, Sam. Absolutely. Yes, and I am starting to. I done it last week. I don't have a set schedule, which I need to do, but I am starting to do videos now of the live dye results. Don't look at them. I love that song. All of his stuff is hilarious. Let me wash my hands. Let me wash this off. Hold on. Island full. Just got another idea for this next one. So many things you could do. A dizzy, what you call it? Dizzy plate. Yep. Yeah, we got the psychedelic going on today. Oh, marble cakes are fun to do. You talking about where you have like chocolate vanilla, you just kind of swirl it in. that's something else I did when I was younger. I was proud of. I was, I guess I was probably maybe early teens, and I was talking to my dad about what I was doing as far as baking and all that, not just decorating cakes, but baking. And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I bet you're not as good as I am," because my dad loves to cook too. And actually, my mom's dad, there, never got to meet him because he died 3 months before I was born. But she tells me that he was a chef in the army. So when he retired, he did all the cooking. So I kind of get it from both sides. So me and my dad are in an argument. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, you want a competition?" He was like, "Sure." He was like, what do you want to bake?" We'll both bake the same thing. I said, Boston cream pie. And I knew what that entailed. I knew that you had to make a single layer and carefully cut it in half. Can't break it. Got to be real careful. I was like, Boston cream pie. He actually ended up forgetting to make it, but I didn't. I was very proud of myself. I done a perfect job. And my dad ended up eating those words, most importantly. So, yeah, I'm just grabbing whatever color. Ah, that's a good one, Ray. That's a good one. Lost your marbles. That's interesting. I'm gonna do. Have it done blue. This one's blue. Need to write on the label a little better. It's kind of rubbing off. I'm gonna do this. Okay, it's not gonna do that. I was gonna do a swirl, but we'll just do that. A little bit of randomness on this side. Oh, you know what? Don't have to. You know what? I have a feel that that's just going to kind of bleed right on through, and I don't have to do anything to the bottom. That's my theory. So we're going to see if that works. My plate. There it is. So this is fun. If they end up being ugly, then I'll just have a big massive giveaway, and somebody will be getting 10, or maybe I'll break it in half, 5 worsted, yeah, acrylic, randomly colored cakes, or cakes if you want a cake. Marbles was put in cakes and eaten. Yummy! Sounds delish. Well, hello, Dawn, Aaron, Dawn and Aaron, I guess. Dawn Aaron Handmade Creations with all the love. Thank you for coming in. And thank you. No yarn is ugly yarn. Although I do have some. Ask Ray about my black experiment. Well, I guess it's okay. It's still lovable. I tried to experiment trying to make some black yarn, and the more black I added, the browner it got. Not that there's anything wrong with brown, but pardon me, drink. Yeah, I don't believe I've ever met you either. Do you? If you have a channel, type in the word drop, DROP, and Nightbot will drop your link, and we can all go over and subscribe to you. Okay, let's grab another one. Let me dump this first before it gets too full. And then I will do exactly what Madonna said and spill it everywhere. As long as I don't get it on my Seta shirt, I will be fine. I got a bone to pick with my husband when he gets home. Where are my aprons? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down in the water. Let it go swimming. It's been waiting. It'll soak it right up. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to come up with a comment to you, Frankie Gig. Um, if I'm gonna have a chocolate cake, I would rather it be the edible kind. There's nothing wrong with brown, but I almost feel like it needs to have other shades of brown at least, or other colors with it maybe. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that really likes brown. But this is like a really, well, a dark chocolate brown. It's not quite black. It's definitely not black enough, dark enough to be black. Far from it. Okay, what am I going to do with this one? Polka dots. Let's do some polka dots. Actually, let's leave as much white as we can. I want to get color all the way through, but I want to leave some white too. So I'm going to just poke it in here. Give it a squeeze. And then bring it back out. Let's see what that does. Why not? I want to make sure I use all of these colors. That's right. That's right. Crystal likes brown. Yeah. Forgot about that. I'm assuming that it's going in there. Might have to do it all a couple times, but that's fine. Let's try to get some white in this one. Like I said, it's hard to get white on acrylic. Trying to see. Oh, Peppermint Stitches. Hello. I didn't see you pop in. I see somebody said hi, Susan. I missed that one too. I'm so sorry. Penny Ann loves brown. Okay. The orange just wanted to come out and be elsewhere. That's okay, orange. Sometimes we don't get enough attention. Lala loves you though. Well, and so does Seta. My nose keeps itching. It's probably my hair. And blue. And of course, it's picking up some of that on the bottom, but that's fine. It's crazy how this blue looks like purple. But then once you rinse it out, you know it's definitely blue. Let's do red. I haven't done red yet, have I? Nope. Do red on top here. If anybody in here doesn't know Melanie, she has got some awesome content, let me tell you. And there is Miss Ola Joe. Hi, sweetheart. And Miss C, hello. How are you doing? Lay down for a nap during Madonna's live and just woke up. God is good. I lay down for a half an hour and got a 2-hour nap. Perfect. That means you needed it. That's awesome. Me personally, if I'm going to take a nap, it's going to be, well, even an hour is not really long enough for me. I mean, I hate to sound like a glutton for sleep, but if I'm going to take a nap, it's going to be worth my time. 2 hours is like an optimal time for me. All right, let's throw some purple in here. We're just playing around. For those of you just coming in, seeing what it will turn out like if I take, whoa, purple, hello. If I take, if you guys can see, I told myself to work over here so that you guys can see better. And here I am way over there. Live dye number 36, and I still haven't figured it out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I specifically cleared out this spot just so you guys could see better. Well, the last 5 minutes, you can see better. Are you talking about sleep at all, Tank, or are you just talking about naps? But yeah, what I'm doing is I've got some acrylic worsted 100-gram cakes, and I thought, well, what would happen if I dye them in cake form? Throw another purple in here. Dye them in cake form, and then put them after they're all dried up. Put them in hank form. What would it look like? What would it work up like? Of course, they would all work up differently. Some more green. They would all work up differently, of course. So I will take pictures. I'll document all of this stuff. That's the last of my green. I'll have to make up some more of that. But I will definitely document all this stuff. You know, Sam, I'm like that too. The only way I will actually take a nap is if I've had like less than 5 hours sleep the night before. I actually hate naps, and I wish I didn't even have to sleep at nighttime because I could get so much more accomplished. So I guess I'm still kind of a kid at heart. My son is the same way. And Kirsta, she actually has to take medicine. Of course, she's ADHD and autistic, but she actually has to take medicine at night, prescription, in order to go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, naps make you feel better, but they are kind of a waste of time. Wow, at all. My grandma has that problem. And then she'll doze off in the daytime and she'll just get up. Well, my husband actually does too. Gets up and down all night long and then takes naps in the day. And the thing with me too is I have a hard time going back to sleep. I often have a hard time going to sleep unless I've had a busy day, doing a lot of stuff, and I'm tired. Then I usually go to sleep pretty quickly. Um, but if it's just been a leisure day, mostly crocheting or a lot of sitting in general, no, forget about it. I'll go right to the melatonin because I know it ain't gonna happen. I'll lay there after the 30-minute TV timer cuts off and stare at the ceiling for a while. My husband has that too, Tank. I told him he looks like he's a NASCAR driver. Clutch gas, clutch gas. Oh, it's not really funny, but it's funny. Just I mean, not necessarily exactly like that, but it's pretty close to clutch gas, clutch gas. Oh, let me throw in some more teal. I can't get enough teal. So yeah, I'm actually going to shoot for a little bit of white on this one. That will cut off. Yes, it did. Oh, bicycle. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that because I have done speckling on acrylic before, and I've put it on there so faint that you can barely even see it, and you're thinking, oh, no, that's not going to be nowhere near enough. And then once it comes out of the oven, it's actually perfect. If you want light speckling, then you want to put it on there to where you can't even really see it. If you want light speckling. So I'm going to leave this like this. As you can see, there's still a lot of white on there. But I will document all of this stuff. I may even do a video in addition to the pictures because it's kind of hard to say everything you need to say in a picture. Trying to hurry up before my 2 minutes is up here. I don't want to keep you guys longer than the hour. I'm nuking them. Yeah. Some yarn I bake. Yeah. Um, I think the microwave is okay enough for this. Now, if it's something that I don't want to spread a whole lot, then I would put it in the oven because it's more evened out the heat. You know, in a microwave, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter until it cuts off. You know, there's no real regulation. Whereas in the oven, I set it depending on what the fiber. For acrylic, I set it 250. For cotton, I set it 275, and that's where it stays for 50 minutes or thereabouts, maybe 45, maybe an hour. Got little man off the bus. Hope he had a good day at school. Charity. Hey, and there's Granny D. Just got home without running errands. Don't you hate having to do that? But it's good when you're done and you're home and pick up some yarn and rest the rest of the day if you can. Well, guys, I'm gonna remind you again. I'm gonna be on Connie, Just Another Stitch. Going to be on with her this Saturday at 1:30, and I will show the yarn that I dyed today. Hopefully, well, if it looks good, I'll put it in my shop. If I haven't decided, I'll let you guys help me decide. We'll see how this goes. I have no idea what this is going to look like, so we'll have to just wait and see. And I should have at least one, hopefully 2 videos coming up by Saturday. If not 2, definitely I want to finish at least one of them. I love you too, Granny D. Even if you're late, so glad you could come in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you all go. And my battery light just came on, so we're good. We're perfect timing. Thank you, Madonna. There's the link for Connie. If you guys want to head on over there this Saturday, come over and say hello. I will be there. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. I love you all very much. Goodbye, guys.